This is question number 3 on homework number 15. The question says, what do the two following equations represent? So in this case, we've seen this question before, and it refers to either parallel, perpendicular, equal, or neither. And so in order to figure out if they're parallel, perpendicular, equal, or neither, we need to know the slope. And to know the slope, we need to get it into slope-intercept form, which would be y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to get this one into y equals mx plus b format first, and then we'll do this one, and then we'll see if they're parallel, perpendicular, equal, or neither. So I'm going to start with this one, negative x minus 3y equals negative 1. I know that I need to get the y by itself because that's my format that I use for slope-intercept form. So I need to get rid of this negative x, and I can do that by adding x to both sides. This cancels, I'm left with negative 3y equals, I'm going to do my x first, x, and then minus 1. Then I can divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. This cancels, and I'm left with y equals. We know that anytime we have a variable by itself, it's going to be 1 in front. So I have a positive divided by a negative, positive 1 divided by negative 3, which will give me a negative, and then 1 over 3, x. And then I have a negative divided by a negative here, negative 1 divided by negative 3, and that's going to be giving me positive, and then 1 over 3. So this is my slope, and this is my y-intercept. Then I can do the same thing with this equation. So I'm going to say 9x minus 3y equals 2. Again, I need to get the y by itself because that's my slope-intercept form. So I need to first remove this 9x. And we're left with negative 3y equals negative 9x plus 2. I'm doing plus 2 because there's no sign in front of that 2. Then I need to divide by negative 3 on both sides. And I'm left with a negative divided by a negative would be a positive, and then 9 divided by 3 is going to be 3x, and then a positive divided by a negative would be a negative, and 2 divided by 3 would be just 2 over 3. So if I look at my slope for this one, I have a slope of negative 1/3 over here, and I have a slope of 3 over here. These two together, this would be the negative reciprocal, because technically any whole number is going to be over 1. So I flipped the sign from negative to positive, and we flipped the numerator-denominator from 1 over 3 to 3 over 1. So in this case, if we have a negative reciprocal, our slope is going to be perpendicular. So our answer would be perpendicular.